Welcome everyone to another episode of Tech Talk. I'm Sarah, joined by my co-hosts Emily and Brian. Today, we're diving into an exciting local tech success story, Tristate Computer Solutions, LLC.
That's right, Sarah. This company is celebrating its 20th anniversary this year. 2 decades of providing IT support to businesses in our area. Pretty impressive.
Absolutely. And get this, they specialize in medical practices and HIPAA compliance. As someone who's worked in healthcare, I know how crucial that is.
Oh, good point, Brian. Before we get into the details, let me give our listeners the key info if they want to reach out to Tristate. You can call them at 973-791-5475 or email info@tristatecs.com. The company president is Angelo Harasts.
Now, what really caught my eye about this company is their tagline, no geek speak. As a non-techie person myself, I appreciate that.
Haha, same here, Emily. Nothing worse than an IT person speaking gibberish. Tristate promises a 1 hour or less response time too. Pretty speedy.
Speed is great, but what about expertise? Well, they've got that covered with over 25 years of experience.
Wow, even longer than the company has been around. I guess Angelo and the team really know their stuff.
They sure do. And get this, no long-term contracts required, plus an unconditional 30-day money-back guarantee. They must be pretty confident in their services.
Confident indeed. Let's break down the top 3 reasons they say businesses should choose them. Number 1, that 25 plus years of experience we mentioned.
Number 2, they deliver custom solutions for each business. I like that personalized touch.
And number 3, their specialization in medical practices. As a HIPAA-compliant IT vendor, they can provide complete solutions for medical offices.
Such an important niche, especially these days. Now they offer a whole range of services: managed IT, cybersecurity, data backup and recovery, VoIP phone systems, cloud computing, and even cabling.
Cabling? Like actual physical wires? I thought everything was wireless these days.
You'd be surprised, Emily. A lot of businesses still rely on good old-fashioned cables, and when something goes wrong with your cabling, it can bring your whole network down.
Exactly. Tristate can handle all that nitty-gritty infrastructure stuff, but what really stands out to me is their focus on cybersecurity. With all the data breaches we hear about, that's so crucial.
Oh, for sure. Especially for medical practices handling sensitive patient data. Tristate says they'll monitor networks 24/7 to prevent, detect, and respond to threats.
And don't forget about data backup and recovery. They use a unique system that stores all your data off-site. So, if disaster strikes, you can get back up and running quickly.
Speaking of disasters, did you know that 20% of companies suffer from things like fires, floods, or major hardware failures? And of those without a disaster recovery plan, 80% fail within just over a year.
Yikes, that's terrifying. Note to self, make sure my business has a solid backup plan.
Definitely. Looking at all Tristate offers, it really is like having your own in-house IT department, but probably a lot more affordable for small to medium businesses.
Great point, Brian. And they emphasize that they'll work within your existing infrastructure, helping you upgrade gradually to minimize disruption and costs.
I love that approach. Technology changes so fast, it's nice to have a partner who can guide you through updates at a pace that works for your business.
Absolutely. We've covered a lot of ground here, but I think the real proof is in the pudding, or in this case, the client testimonials. And Tristate has some glowing reviews.
They sure do. One client, a neuropsychologist, said their level of professionalism is unmatched. Another, a chiropractor, highly recommended them for keeping computers and networks running smoothly.
Oh, and I love this one from a dermatology practice. They said Tristate helped them become more HIPAA compliant, and that they now have much fewer IT problems than before.
That's the dream, isn't it? Fewer IT headaches? Well, folks, I think it's clear why Tristate Computer Solutions has been going strong for 20 years. They really seem to know their stuff and put their clients first.
Couldn't agree more, Brian. So if you're a business owner in the Tri-State area, especially if you're in the medical field, it sounds like Tristate Computer Solutions is definitely worth checking out.
Absolutely. And remember, you can reach them at 973-791-5475 or info@tristatecs.com. Tell them you heard about them on Tech Talk.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Until next time, stay tech savvy.
And back up your data.
Haha, yes, back up. Bye, everyone.